Which Madagascar movie is the best one? It's an absolute classic conversation of 3 a.m. sleep-deprived Discord calls. Everyone has spent hours pondering over this conundrum. Wars have been fought. So many of those who are in power seek the truth. Some say it's the first one, due to its iconic characters and its witty pop culture references. Others argue it's the second one for its highbrow humor and also Moto Moto. Some say it's the third, but those people are idiots. However, I plan to bring a new contender to the stage. Penguins of Madagascar. You heard that right. All I'm offering is the truth. I promise you, if you keep an open mind, you will walk away from this video a changed person. Okay, so I know a lot of you are probably really confused, like what even is this movie? So let me tell you. So we follow these penguin characters that were from the other movies, Skipper, Rico, Kowalski, and Private. And these penguins are like super elite, like spy penguins who like do heists and stuff. And no, that's never explained, you're just like expected to accept that. Then there's this other group of animals called the North Wind who are like kind of work for like the SCP Foundation or something. Like it's this like super secret organization that helps animals that quote unquote can't help themselves. Not much to say about them except for that there's this wolf guy who's exactly the type of character where you jokingly call him hot with your friends and then later look him up on E621. And also he's voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know how to pronounce it. So these two super secret spy teams gotta team up and take down this bad guy who's like an octopus, and he wants to kill all the penguins in the entire world because when he was like younger in a zoo, the penguins stole the spotlight from him. I don't know, if you ask me, that's a perfect reason for genocide. Also, a big part of the motivations are of this smaller penguin character named Private, who really doesn't feel like he's part of the team. And later, you know, he's gonna get like his chance to prove himself or whatever. Also, Kowalski is like really horny for this owl girl. I don't really know how prevalent that is, but I just thought I should point it out. Okay, anyway, let's get into why this movie is so good. It's so much better than all the other Madagascar movies. First and foremost, I want to talk about the humor in this movie, because it's really good. For instance, the first time we see these penguins doing any heist stuff, they're breaking into Fort Knox, and when they finally get in, it's revealed that they weren't even there for the gold. They were there for a vending machine that had like Cheetos in them, but they weren't like actually Cheetos, they were like off-brand Cheetos, I guess. There's also this like really famous joke from this movie in the very beginning. Here, let me just show you.
You don't have a family and we're all going to die.
I love it so much. It's so snappy. I've seen that clip 1,000 times and yet it's still funny to me. Also, these penguins and these North Wind guys play off each other really well because they're both really arrogant. Specifically, the wolf whose name is Classified and Skipper. They're trying to one-up each other constantly and it's really funny. Oh yeah, and by the way, the wolf guy's name is Classified as in like it's secret, but the penguins misinterpret that so they just call him Classified the whole time. Like that's just his name now. It's so funny. Okay, this is going to sound crazy, but hear me out. I love the action in this movie, and there's a lot of it too, in different varieties. There's these chases, there's these like sneaking around scenes, all sorts of different like spy stuff, Agent 47 type stuff. Like this movie is constantly doing something new with these characters and like putting them in different situations, and it's really fun to watch, and it's always super fluid. There's this part where they're going around like, I think it's like Venice, and they're in this like boat, and it's literally just a normal chase scene, but the choreography is insane. Like I would not expect it at all. It kind of just cements how these penguins are like these like crazy super good spies slash like action people. I don't even know what their job is. They just like go around doing action stuff, I guess. Anyway, they're really good at it. I also really enjoy how every one of the penguins has their own special like job inside these chases and these action scenes. Kowalski is the smart one. He's always coming up with a new plan and like different decision making stuff. Rico has this utility where he can cough up like any useful item and you are not supposed to question that. He just does it. There's also Skipper who is like in charge, the leader, and that's why Private is a little bit confused about his role in all of this because he doesn't really have a special talent, but by the end of the movie he does get to prove himself, and that's really cool. He saves the day, and that's kind of like the character arc, and they all come to see like, oh, we just need to give him a chance. He was really good all along. Also, Kowalski gets to make out with the owl, and it's kind of weird because like the lip marks, the kiss marks are human lipped shape, and it was an owl that kissed him, so I don't even know how those got there. And she wasn't even wearing lipstick. Okay, let's talk about the villain for a second. His name is Dave. He's an octopus. And like I said before, he wants to capture all penguins because when he was in a zoo, his spotlight was stolen by the penguins. Anyways, this guy's like super goofy. This is like one of the least serious villains I've seen, and it's like honestly works really well. I think that a big part of what makes this movie good is that it kind of knows what it is. It's not trying to be this like super emotional thing. They don't do dumb character drama that's forced in order to try to get the ratings up. Like, they know this is a goofy movie about the penguins of Madagascar, and they lean into it so hard. Alright, let's talk about how the conflict gets resolved, because I haven't even mentioned that yet. So, Dave captures all the penguins in the world and makes them super ugly and releases them. So, they need an equal level of cuteness in order to counteract all the ugliness. And of course, the only place to get that is private. And this scene is like super emotional. Like, they kind of treat it like he's sacrificing himself or something. He doesn't die in the end, obviously, but they really make it seem that way. So yeah, they put him in this like crazy laser zappy machine thing, and he goes around zapping all the penguins and turning them back into normal penguins. They also go and turn Dave into this like little cute octopus and put him inside this snow globe because he used to collect snow globes. Did I even mention that? Like, Dave collected snow globes. I don't even know how the like what the like what. And then, no joke, they fly into the sunset with jetpacks, and that's how the movie ends. Like, they took themselves seriously, but also like took it not seriously at all at the same time. I really don't know how to describe it. It's a goofy movie, but it's like a really good goofy movie. There isn't really much I can say about a movie like this before I start meandering around the points and kind of just blah blah blah. However, I do want to talk about the other Madagascar movies because I do have some minor quibbles with them. Other than the third one, because that movie just like wasn't very good and I don't really remember it, to be honest. So the first Madagascar movie is pretty infamous, and it's honestly the only one I think most people remember when they think of Madagascar, you know, with the zebra and the tropical island and all that stuff. I want to say that the humor in that movie is honestly just way worse than the second movie and Penguins of Madagascar. It's mostly these like dumb, forced pop culture references that just go on, and there's no actual funny things happening. And when you take the humor out of a Madagascar movie, there isn't really any movie left. These things aren't exactly remembered for their stories. Okay, now on to the second movie. The second one is definitely funnier. Like, it's not even close. However, the plot is actually kind of bad. It's really all over the place, and I can't really like have any attachment to any of these characters. It kind of feels as if they just wanted a way to tell jokes, which would be fine if this was a Family Guy episode, but it's not. It's a feature-length film. Aha! Here's where the contrast comes in. On the other hand, Penguins of Madagascar has both funny humor and an awesome plot. Man, my 9th grade teacher would be proud. Anyways, guys, that's kind of all I have to say about these movies. I've already stretched this video way out. Like, I don't even know how it got past 4 minutes, to be honest. Talking about the Penguins of Madagascar. Please make sure to like and subscribe, tell me what you thought of the video, and let me know what I should review next. I'll see you next time.